You're waking up this morning and we're still tracking severe storms this morning across parts of the Central Plains states. Look at Kansas City, Missouri. I'm going to leave this shut up just for a quick second, and then you look at St. Louis. Look at the lightning out there. Literally, it is banging on your back door as we speak in Kansas City, where the local time is only 4 o'clock in the morning. You were trying to get some beauty sleep this morning. That ain't happening, not with all that lightning and thunder outside, that's for sure. For that reason, not only do we have flood watches, but we also have flood warnings that are in place, so flooding is going to be an issue. Let me get right to radar and show you what things look like as we speak. Notice where those boxes or those big giant areas of red are, right? The barbecue sauce coloring, that's the Storm Prediction Center's way of saying that this is going to be an area that's going to be very volatile this afternoon for showers and thunderstorms that could be strong to severe. But it's the morning around that's cutting right through Kansas City. Look at all that lightning. Over 1,000 lightning strikes just within this image in the past 10 minutes or so. We zero in on Kansas City as we speak, and again, screaming into the city. Tons of lightning, tons of thunder, very heavy rain. And note that the National Weather Service is saying there could be not just 70-mile-per-hour winds, but a considerable hail threat, upwards of 1 inch in diameter. So right now, Kansas City, hang on tight over toward Overland Park, right along 433 and Liberty, up and down Interstate 35 right here toward Kearney. We're talking about some really heavy rain. Just a quick little analysis. I know it's early in the morning and you're like, what am I even looking at? This is actually winds to and from the radar, so it just shows where we could see some of your circulations. And I do want to point out there's just a few areas where there's some minor circulations that I'm seeing. So could there be perhaps a couple little spin-ups in here? That's possible. Right now, though, nothing too dramatic. Do want to point this out to you that the hail threat is certainly going to become more significant. We're measuring and estimating hail sizes anywhere between 1/2 inch to nearly 1 inch. That's toward Fairmont and Parkville. Our friends in Bonner Springs, you may be seeing that as well, and this is all racing toward downtown Kansas City. Last stop going to take us just south of St. Louis, where there's some pretty powerful thunderstorms there as well. We'll, of course, keep a very close eye on this through the morning. And of course, later on today, those storms are really going to ramp up and intensify. We were just showing you a moment ago where those showers and thunderstorms were currently. The problem is that you'll notice that on the left side of your screen and on the right side of your screen, where we've had visual confirmations of tornadoes over the past week, we could be seeing more of this in the hours to come. So a really volatile stretch of weather. So let's time it out for you. Again, we showed you what was going on. Let me show you what is expected to take place. If you joined us yesterday right here on Fox Weather First and Weather Command Weekend, we were talking about how Chicago and some of the suburbs of Chicago were in that level 3 out of 5 risk. I want you to notice that we've scooted that risk, and really the Storm Prediction Center has scooted that risk a little further toward the south, now being more focused on places like St. Louis, Missouri, Peoria, Illinois, toward Quincy. And really the reason is because all of those ingredients that you need for severe storms have just slightly positioned themselves just a little further south. So watch this boxed area as we move not just through the morning with the scattered showers and thunderstorms, but more so into the afternoon. Here's what lunchtime looks like. Again, several rounds of showers and thunderstorms expected. But notice that you'll see a little blossoming. Did you notice that? Right here, that blossoming of showers and thunderstorms right around the 3, 4, and 5 o'clock hour. It's one of the reasons why in places like St. Louis, you may be hearing those growls of thunder this morning. Don't think that's the main line. That main line moves in later on this afternoon and into this evening. And again, look at 8 p.m. this evening. There is a line of what could be really intense thunderstorms that'll all race toward the east. And as it does so, we'll continue to see not just heavy rain, but also really strong winds. And it's those winds that I'm most concerned about later on this evening. So we move things ahead, there is a tornadic risk in all of this as well. Not only do I think that we'll see several tornado warnings perhaps this morning, we mentioned that before, but also later on this afternoon and into this evening. EF3 in intensity, those are strong tornadoes that are possible in places like St. Louis, Missouri, as well as that damaging hail threat. So a lot that we're going to be keeping our eyes on, not just throughout the day today, but also into the day tomorrow. And so we talk about Tuesday, and Tuesday, tomorrow's severe weather threat is also going to be amplified as well. Check out Memphis, Tennessee, right? You think about Beale Street, great place to go out and hang out. Not tomorrow, that's for sure. Let me show you what we have going on, what you'll notice here from Little Rock to Paducah, Nashville, Tennessee, down toward Huntsville and Birmingham. We have that threat for showers and thunderstorms on Tuesday. And here's what the concern is. What you'll note is through the morning hours and through the afternoon, what I'm expecting to see are going to be some showers and some thunderstorms begin to develop on Tuesday. Those thunderstorms that develop on Tuesday have the possibility of not just knocking down some trees, but also knocking down some power lines. And so for that reason, it'll just be one of those deals where through the afternoon and the evening, check this out, by about 10 p.m. tomorrow evening from Jonesboro to Little Rock, Greenville to Paducah, those are some really intense storms that we'll end up seeing. And then as you head into early Wednesday morning, those showers and thunderstorms begin to scoot further toward the southeast. So places like Nashville, Huntsville, Birmingham, and even Atlanta toward Atlanta, Hartsfield, Jackson International Airport by tomorrow, Wednesday morning, going to see those showers and those thunderstorms. Now, note that there's a ton of rain in this area, so I actually think that flooding could also be an issue. So to sum it all up, your forecast for tomorrow on Tuesday, my friends and family from western Kentucky toward Paducah, into Memphis, Tennessee, Texarkana, and into Birmingham, Alabama, and up towards, say, Huntsville, the Rocket City, it is just not going to be a pretty picture whatsoever.